today I'm thinking of doing something super smoky, super blown out, maybe some winged liner. I'm gonna start with applying some concealer on my eyelids. I am using the ColourPop No Filter concealer, and we are just going to blend this all over my eyelids. This is going to ensure that our eyeshadow doesn't crease and it stays on all night long. So once this is blended, we are going to go in and set it. I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Face Setting Powder. This is the one in translucent. And set everything down. The reason why you want to set your primer or concealer, whatever you're using, is so when you're blending your eyeshadows, they blend seamlessly. I'm going to first start with going in with this banana color. We're going to put this all over my crease, tapping off any excess product, and we are going to be blending this in circular motions back and forth. And we're going to put this all over the crease. We're going to go in with this one. So going in with another blending brush, I'm going to tap into that color, and I'm just going to lay it where we just put that banana shade. I'm creating a round shape, and what I mean by that is I'm focusing the brush almost in like a rainbow. I'm going from inner corner to outer corner, inner corner to outer corner. Circular motions, and then once I have minimal product on my brush, I go in towards the inner corner. I'm finally starting to get the hang of this, the whole editing. If anyone knows me, I am such a grandma when it comes to technology, so the whole iMovie and everything, I'm slowly but surely learning how to do it and different effects, and hopefully you can see my improvement in my videos compared to my first video where I was just doing it for fun. I was like, let's just post it. Oh well, if there's bloopers in it. Now looking back on it, there's a lot of things I should have took out. But that's what this is all about, is I'm learning. And again, we have nothing better to do, being that we're all stuck in our house. Okay, so now that that color is applied, we are gonna deepen this up even more. Now I'm going to be going in with this color. I'm gonna only focus it on the outer corner, tapping this in to the outer corner. Same thing on this side. I'm just gonna do tapping motions. And the reason why I start with tapping is I'm placing the color where I want it. One thing that you have to be careful when you're doing smoky looks or using intense colors is you don't want to get it everywhere. You don't want to look like you have a black eye or a black and blue eye by the end of the look. Slowly but surely we will blend this out. And because I want maximum pigment, I am holding the brush head closer rather than towards the end where I'm going to get not as much pigment. So by holding it there, you're getting maximum pigment. So I'm going to go back in with the banana shade that we first used with that same brush, tap off the excess powder, and we are going to blend this color that we just placed. We're going to diffuse it out. And I'm going for more of a cat eye effect, so I'm going to be blending everything outwards to give it that dramatic look. So you see how by using that banana color, it just blended everything out? It is diffusing it as well. So if you feel like you took off too much of the pigmentation, go back in and you can build it. It's always better to start with a little and build rather than starting with a bunch and not being able to blend it out. Think of it as a gradual effect. So because I only want darkness on the outer corner of my eyelid, I'm going to use more precise blending brush. So this is what this one looks like compared to maybe this one. You could see the difference. These are both considered blending brushes, but this one is obviously sparse, I guess you could say. This is going to give you a wash of color. You can diffuse it all over. It's still considered a blending brush, but again, you can see the difference, how much more precise and tapered this is. I'm going with this color, it's a darker brown. Because we only want this in the outer corner, I'm gonna go in again with those tapping motions, and we are going to press where we want the pigment. And I want this only on my outer corner. Now that that is pressed in, I'm gonna go in back with the banana shade, and we are going to diffuse this, flicking it outwards, and then I'm gonna go back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Again, I'm not bringing anything towards this side because I want it to be that dramatic effect. And a lot of the things that I'm doing are going to be repetitive. You're basically doing the same thing over and over and over again when it comes to blending and placing. You're just going in with different shades, and that's why it's supposed to be a gradual effect. You start with your lightest, go to the darkest, and that's how you're gonna get the best blend. If you diffuse it too much, you just go in and add more. Again, this is a very buildable look. You start with a little bit, add more, blend, add more, blend, add more. And once you feel like you have minimal product on the brush, you can start tapering it inwards. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that dark brown because we did lose some of that pigment. Go in with the clean blending brush and just go over everything. This is just gonna ensure the blend. I'm just going to be pressing, almost creating a fake wing. So I'm just gonna press, and I'm going to kind of pull it out as if I'm creating a wing. Same thing, press and pull out. Go in with a clean blending brush. So this isn't that much bigger because again, we don't want to get the black everywhere. And I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna kind of hold my eye, and I'm just gonna very, very lightly, with minimal pressure, I'm holding the end of the brush, and we are just going to smoke all of this out. I'm just going back and forth from each eye until I'm happy with the blend. Be careful, I almost just put that right there. You have to pay attention to which brush you're grabbing at all times. It's that first brush that we used, that banana shade. And just blend everything out. And using that banana shade as your transition color, no matter what shade you're placing, and blend it out with that one. So now I'm going to be going in with winged eyeliner. Because this process takes me a little bit longer, I will be doing it off camera. But the eyeliner that I am going to be using is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I really like this one because it gives me such a precise wing. This is what the brush tip looks like. And I'm going to be just overlining what we just did with that black. Now the hardest part is now mimicking it on this side. Okay, we are back. All right, so now I have my winged eyeliner. I cleaned it up. I put the wing, I kind of tapered the wing a little bit in, and then once we do the bottom lash line, it's gonna connect, and then you're really gonna get that cat eye effect. So now moving on to skin. So the primer we are going to be using today is the Kylie Jenner Face Primer. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this and blend this all over our face. and this is gonna give us that canvas that we want under our foundation. Okay, so now that we did our face primer, we are going to be going in with the MAC Strobe Cream. This is going to give us a glow from within. The goal is that this will peek through our foundation, giving us that glowy look that we love. So for today's base, we are going to be going in with the NARS Longwear Radiant Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations that I own. No matter what, it's great. Daytime, nighttime, whether you're gonna be taking pictures, it really is an amazing foundation. And I'm gonna start with just placing dots all over my face. And you never wanna be super cakey. That's why I start with applying a little bit, and then if I need more coverage, I will go in and add more. We're gonna be blending out with a beauty blender today. And I just start with dabbing this all over my face. I'm really pressing it into the skin. So how are you guys liking my videos? This is something that I wanted to do for a really long time. I guess never had the courage to do it, because you know, you're putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself out there for people to judge, and people can be mean, you know, but I really feel like this is a great time to start, being that I'm not working, I'm not in school right now. Everything is kind of on hold with this whole virus that's going on. So okay, you guys, so my camera just died. Before I noticed, what I did was foundation, and then I did concealer underneath, and I put it in my T-zone, and then I did go ahead and do the lower lash line. I basically did everything that I did on the top, and then I buffed it all out. I did connect the inner corner so we have that cat eye effect. To contour today, I'm going to be using NARS in Laguna. And the brush I'm going to be using is the Morphe R10. And I'm just going to, I'm going to make that kissy face that we all love. And I'm going to really focus it just in this area, because this is the contour. I'm not bronzing with this. So this is just going to give me that shape that I want. And I'm pushing it into my hairline. Okay, I'm also going to take this contour shade and I'm going to push it all along my hairline. And with this one, I'm using a lighter hand because I am going to go in with bronzer to give me a little bit more color. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to do all along my jawline. With that same tapered brush that I always do my nose contour with. And I'm just going to contour just a little bit. Okay, so now for bronzer. The bronzer that I'm going to be using is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. Oh, it smells so good. This bronzer, if you guys have not smelled it, it literally is coconut and like pina coladas. It just smells like vacation. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the Morphe R2 and I'm just going to be applying this over what we just did. Now we are all bronzed up. Next, we are going to go in with blush. Today, this blush that we are going to use is going to be the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Satin in the shade Birthday Suit. I'm going to take this and I'm going to start off using my beauty blender. And I'm really going to focus it right under here. And today I'm going for a very matte blush. I don't want anything that's going to be shimmery. So now I'm going to go in and set my blush. What I'm going to use to set my blush is the You're So Money palette from Kylie Jenner. This is an eyeshadow palette, but makeup is universal. You name it, you can do it. There is no rules when it comes to makeup. So I'm going to take the Morphe M50 pink. I'm gonna focus this right over where we just put that ColourPop blush. We're gonna go in with highlight. So the highlight I'm going to be using today is the Laura Geller Highlight in Gilded Honey. And I'm just gonna hit this right above that. Today I'm going to be using the DipBrow Pomade from Anastasia in the shade Taupe, as well as the Anastasia Brow Perfecting Brush. What I first do is I brush all the hairs up. My eyebrows are crazy right now because I haven't gotten them done in so long, but we are just going to kind of follow the shape that I already have. I think beauty is about enhancing what you have, not covering it up. You gotta work with what your mama gave you. I'm gonna be going under my brow bone and highlighting and kind of covering all the hairs that shouldn't be there. I'm also gonna take that and I'm gonna put it on my inner corner just to highlight. I'm gonna go in and apply some fake lashes. I will be right back and then we will do lips. I also went in and I tight lined with the black kohl liner on my upper waterline as well as my lower waterline. Last but not least, lips. So because we have so much going on in the eyes, I don't want to take anything away from it. So I'm just going to go in and apply a nude. Today we're going to be going in with the Kylie Jenner lip liner in the shade Kylie. And then we're going to be going in with the Kylie Jenner liquid lipstick in One Wish. You're all done with the makeup. I did go ahead, like I said, and I applied some fake eyelashes just to give it a little bit more of that we're looking for. But yeah, I really like how this came out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!